Welcome, everybody. Nice. Welcome. Thanks for choosing to be here. This is the biggest Thursday noon class that's happened in a while. This is exciting. Yeah. Anything to share? Any energies that I want to be shared with the group? Body parts? Anything like that? I'm all ears, all hearts.
Poses to make us less hot.
To make us less hot. All right. Yeah, there's a lot of that fire. Okay. Well, let's come to a comfy seat if we're not already here. My name's Asiana. A few new faces. We're all faces and hearts. Yay. I drew the card, the moon, and the words around this are peace in the darkness. So I share this, and it's interesting to me because we are at the full moon time of month, right? So it's not necessarily dark even at night, although it's been quite overcast, little rain spurts here and there. And there's some intensity, there's some darker energies that I feel that we could be contending with right now, depending on our relationship with those energies. And I say that not as right, wrong, good, bad. Just what is it to actually access peace, even in seemingly more challenging experiences, right? Because it's all part of it. It's all part of it. So we get to practice together, and in this, I find it really expands my capacity to be with. We're all here together. This breath in, right? This breath out. And we get to feel the support of Earth. Let's go ahead and close our eyes down if they're not already. We breathe in, a little lift of the shoulders to the ears, open mouth, exhale, shoulders back and down. Soften the jaw, the heart, the body. 2 more just like this. Really allowing ourselves to land here, now. Last one. Let's notice what it feels like to really give the weight of our body right into the supportive Mama Earth body. And notice where you make contact with Earth, where Earth makes contact with you. And as you let go into these contact points just a little bit deeper, just acknowledge that this mutual support is ever present, right here, right now. Full breath in, full breath out. And now let's notice what it feels like to lean back into ourselves. Lean into your heart, lean into your pelvic floor, your jaw, the space behind your eyes, and allow yourself to feel the support of your own body. supported planet Earth body, one body right here, right now, and we feel our breath breathing in and breathing out. And let's continue to tune in and through and really let ourselves notice the ley lines of sensation, free from right, wrong, free from good, bad, just allowing ourselves to be with what's here right now. 5 more breaths. Thank you. Now let's slide our palms to stack over our low belly here. We feel into the roots, the base of our spine, sacral center, and we tone the primordial seed sound of ah. 3 rounds, relax the tongue, the pelvic floor. Lean into the tone of you, presence, release your breath. Breathe in. Just feeling the kind of ripple of sound as you slide one palm over your heart. The other palm remains over low belly and lean in. The primordial seed sound, anahata. Oh, oh. 3 rounds, release breath. Breathe in. You're welcome to keep your hands where they are. Perhaps the belly palm drapes over your forehead, third eye. The shoulders are soft. We lean into the vibration of sound, third eye. Release your breath. Breathe in. As we sense the vibration of sensation, just bring your heart palm on the back of the forehead palm. Make contact with you as you brush your hands over your crown, the back of your head, sides of your neck, throat. And let's rest stacked palms, heart, inside your heart, your whole body. A single word of intention. And sense that ripple through your whole body as we weave these tones together. Ah, oh. Release your breath. 3 rounds. Breathe in. As you receive the ripple of your own tone, the ripple of the tones of the room, the ripple of existence, existing right here, right now. Received, being with. And as we draw our chin slightly forward, we'll move slowly, kind of unhooking the momentum of time. And we just slide our hands over our belly, our sideways. Slide your palms over your low back, kidneys, sacrum, outer hips, thighs, and knees. Outer knees, draw the knees together. Take your time to make your way onto your back. And keep your knees bent, scooting any kind of blankets, blocks that have a block handy. So we're on our backs, and our feet are about sit bone distance apart. And we hang out here for a few rounds of breath. Maybe rest your hands on your belly. Maybe a little scoop of your tailbone. Press your sacrum low back into the earth. Now stick with me here. This is super subtle, but let your tailbone do a light sway side to side. See if that can unhook tightness of your perineum, even your sphincter muscles, your tailbone, your sit bones. Good. And then just come to center. Bring your hands palms down next to the hips. Inhale, scoop the tailbone, round up vertebrae by vertebrae. Lift your arms toward the ceiling and rest your biceps by your ears. Slow flow. Exhale, round back down, vertebrae by vertebrae, arms pivot back through space, landing palms down next to the hips. Please continue that movement for 3 more rounds of breath. We engage the Brima principle of no hurry, no pause, and we feel ourselves, find ourselves in the rhythm of presence. 2 more. Last one. Good. And as you come down, pigeon toe the feet a little bit, rest the knees together. Draw the chin slightly forward and then drag the chin across your right clavicle, inner gaze over your right shoulder. And then inhale, center, and take that over the left clavicle, left shoulder. And then slide that center. Now, step your feet to your knees, hip distance apart. Reach your arms up toward the ceiling, palms face each other but not touching. Now breathe in, lift the right fingertips, lift the right shoulder blade, let the inner gaze roll to the left.
Then exhale, release that shoulder blade down, the arm stays lifted, inner gaze center. And then lift the left fingertips, left shoulder blade, inner gaze rolls to the right. And then exhale, shoulder blades to the earth, inner gaze center.
Now continue that movement for a few rounds and sense this like a sweet little happy face behind the heart. Yeah, and just let that unwind the head and neck. And let the head kind of gently press into the earth so it rolls side to side. Yeah. Take that just 2 more rounds on each side. Beautiful.
Let the jaw be soft, the root of the tongue completely relaxed. Just offering into this really sweet heart hug. And now we are going to keep the arms lifted, come back to center, press the feet, scoop the tailbone, start to round up vertebrae by vertebrae, and then play around in that space between the shoulder blades, rounding up and down a bit. And then maybe one shoulder blade lifts a tiny bit, then the other. So just real intuitive movements here, kind of exploring gentle undulation through the spine, but as well as a little massage around the shoulder blades, even the head and neck. Maybe one hip lifts a little bit higher and then the other, so there's a slight swing of the tailbone. The feet are pressing. Good, now breathe in, lift the hips as high as what's comfortable, slide your biceps by your ears. Good, good, now keep the hips lifted and plug your elbows into the earth, outer hips, so like robot arms. And now from here, start to walk the elbows toward each other, get high on your shoulders. The hands can just press outer hips or interlace your hands under your sacrum and track your outer pinkies toward the earth. You need to look at a neighbor, feel free, but then slide your inner gaze toward the ceiling. There. Now give it a full breath in, the belly expands. And then a full breath out. Draw the belly up and under the ribs a little bit so it's a tiny little squeeze. Right? Take that 2 more rounds of breath. Inhale, belly expands. Exhale, draw the belly a little up and under the ribs. There you go. Last one. Now breathe in, lift the hips a tiny bit higher. Oh. And then exhale as you release one shoulder at a time. Slowly round down. Maybe the tailbone does a tiny little sway. And now this time as the sacrum meets the earth, bring the soles of your feet together, let your knees splay open. Avoid hugging your knees to your belly for now, please. That'll protect the low back. And then from here, just settle in, maybe a little wiggle in the tailbone, a little wiggle in the head and neck, the jaya, the jaya. Yeah, now relax the pelvic floor. Notice how that softens your hips. It unhooks the little pelvic floor of each vertebrae. Whoa, the tongue, ear canal. We tone together, Om, 1 round, release breath. Full breath in. Now just hum 2 rounds. All the way to the bottom, last one. As we notice the vibration of sensation, we notice where we can soften even more, really allowing ourselves to be supported. by doing absolutely nothing. 2 more breaths. Thank you. Let's slide our hands on outer hips, thighs, draw the inner knees together. Now stick with me here. The sole of the left foot to the earth. I know. Figure 4, right ankle on top of the left knee. Yeah. And then from here, we're gonna thread the needle with our right arm, and this time hug the left thigh to the outer ribs. Wrap the hands around the knee. Flex the feet gently, woo, and then roll your tailbone to the earth. And can you actually spread your shoulder blades a little bit wider? Good, good. Now from here, there's a tiny little sway of the hips to the right. And then can you roll the right tailbone to the earth, right sit bone rather, and then come back to center. Take that movement a few more rounds. A tiny little roll to the right, bring your head to the earth, and then come back center. Last one. Good. And we're hugging that left thigh, outer left ribs, both feet are off the earth here. Now full breath in. Give it a The spine lengthens. One more breath. Now you are welcome to stay here or unstring the right arm. Right hand comes to the top of the right knee, and we slide the right thigh over the left for floating Gomukhasana. And then either the hands wrap around the left shin or outer ankles. And if it's available, start to press your feet toward the side walls, like the window wall and the inner door wall there. Shoulder blades wide, and then see if you can hug the thighs a tiny bit closer. Now from here, there might be a little spiral of the tailbone toward the front wall. Give it a full breath in. And a full breath out. Good. So the feet toward the side walls, kind of pressing the feet toward the side walls. Yeah, one more breath. What's happening with your jaw? Good, good. All right, now from here, release the ankles. Bring your left foot to the earth. Come to sort of a cactus arm position. Press the left foot, lift the hips a tiny bit, scoop them to the right, and then drop both knees over to the left. And then you can use your left elbow to kind of press it into the earth. Lift the left shoulder blade to roll the right shoulder blade to the earth, because you're kind of shimmying the shoulders a little to the left. Yeah. Energetically track the left hip down away from your ribs. And then exhale, soften. Always get to your neighbor. Yeah, give it a couple more breaths. One more. And stay here, silent breath. And then we lift our knees center. Uncross the right thigh, square the hips. Figure 4, opposite side. So left ankle, right knee. Thread the needle, so the left arm. Tractions through the whole of the left knee. Wrap the hands around the right knee and hug the thigh, outer ribs. Flex both feet gently. And as your tailbone tracks toward the earth, notice how your outer left knee can track toward the ceiling. And then a tiny rock of the hips to the left. Come back center. 2 more just like that. Maybe there's a little bit of a circling motion there. Good. And as we slide center, give it a full breath in. center, one more breath. Now you can stay here or unstring the left arm, left hand to the left knee, press that thigh over the right thigh, stack the thighs to floating Gomukhasana. Maybe the hands wrap around the shins or the outer ankles. And you start to press your feet toward the side walls as comfortable. Hug the thighs to the belly, and then a little spiral of the tailbone toward the front wall. Breath is full. Go deep inside the terrain of you. You get to be with. This vibration of incarnation here now. One more breath. Release the ankles. Bring your left foot to the earth. Keep the thighs crossed, cactus arms. Press the right foot to the earth. Scoot the hips a little bit to the left. Please drop both knees to the right. And then shimmy the shoulder blades to the earth. Go inside, any of those little undulations, kind of inchworming a little deeper in and through. And we honor the wisdom of all of these species that we get to kind of touch into, right? The inchworms, the earthworms, right? Full breath in. Couple more. Being with. Now we lift our knees center. We uncross the left thigh. We square the hips. Whew. Now let's hug both knees up to the belly. And then go ahead and give yourself any little movements here. Maybe a side to side sway, maybe forehead to the knees. Couple more breaths, just kind of free flow here, intuitive movements. Good. And now let's slide our hands behind our knees. We'll use our feet for momentum to round up and down the spine. Yeah. Take that a few rounds to really enliven little pressure points along the spinal cord. Yeah. How about 2 more rounds? Or moving with that. Come all the way up. Bring the soles of your feet together. Little side to side walk with your sit bones. And then from here, just slide center. Belly resting, pelvic floor, pelvic bowl, heart. Close the eyes down. We're going to do a gentle Sitali pranayama. So you can stick your tongue out and make a little taco with your tongue. And if that's not comfortable, we're just going to breathe in over the tongue through the mouth. It goes. Draw the tongue in, swallow, exhale through the nose. 3 more just like that. It's a little swamp cooler breath. Last one. Now just notice this breath in, this breath out. 2 more. We're just going to kind of play with different textures, different cadence. So hands to the low back kidneys. And then just a light tapping up and down, low back kidneys. Feel
rocking of the body. Then open the palms out of the hips. Then take it all the way down the outer legs, shins. And then up the inner legs, to the belly, outer hips, go back. Take that one more time. And at your feet, just slide the hands up the inner thighs. Backs of the hands together here, slide up midline, and then just open the arms. Bring the hands, palms up, inner knees, and just give it a breath. Notice sensation. Just feel the reverb. Thank you. We'll slide our hands under our knees. We'll draw our knees together. And let's make our way onto all fours in the tabletop position. We're going to continue to move slowly. You don't want to increase heat. We do want to support transformation here. So when you're ready, it's a breath in for couch stretch. And then breath out, scoop the tailbone, give it a little round through the back body for cat stretch. And now take that movement about 3 more rounds of breath. Listen to the sound of your breath, allowing ourselves to truly be with what is. And that isness changes moment to moment, breath to breath. Next inhale, we slide through to cow. And as we exhale, we lift the knees. We first press the belly to the thighs. We straighten the knees, it's downward facing dog. We inhale, we lift the heels. We bring the knees to the earth. We slide through to cow. We exhale, we lift the knees. First press the belly to thighs, straighten the knees, downward facing dog. Take that movement, 2 more rounds of breath, just like that. Inhale, cow. See if you can smooth it out. Exhale, down dog. Last one. And this time as we land in our down dog, let's stay here. Bend the right knee, press the left heel, left hand. And then press the left, or bend the left knee deep, press the right heel, right hand. And just take that 2 more rounds on each side. Good. And for these next 3 or so rounds of breath, just any movements that are calling out to you. And maybe the hips slowly sway side to side. Maybe stillness. Good. Should I turn the air on a little bit more? Yes. Good, and then when you're ready, please come to the full expression of down dog in this moment. If you can, just settle into a place of a bit more stillness. And in that stillness, we watch the movement of breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. 2 more. And then very slow, just start to heel toe your feet to the front of your mat. Okay? Again, we're just unhooking the momentum of the mind, unhooking the momentum of time. We're in a standing forward fold and the knees are bent pretty deep here. Right? Then we walk our fingertips to the right, anchor the left big toe, and then explore just pulsing the left knee, a little bending and straightening. Maybe a slight roll through the left side body, back body. And then we bend both knees deep. We walk our fingertips through center, and we take that to the other side. You're welcome to use a block. Anchor the right big toe, and then pulse the right knee. Bend, straighten. That line of energy from the right pubic bone to the jaw.
Bend both knees, walk the fingertips center. Now slide the hands mid-shins. Partway lift, pull the pubic bone back. Now exhale, straighten the knees, hands behind the calves, peek toward the belly button. Inhale, bend the knees deep. Hands mid-shins, partway lift, almost like a standing cow stretch. Exhale, forward fold. Take that one more round of breath. Forward fold. Now stay here for a full breath in and a full breath out. Arms toward the earth, bend the knees deep. Curl your tailbone toward the earth. Belly button draws back. Round up vertebrae by vertebrae. It's almost like you're pressing the earth away from you with your feet. Then at the top of that, lift shoulders to ears. Roll the shoulders back and down, fingertips stirred a little bit. And take that movement a couple more rounds. Good. And now we're going to explore this deep undulation through the spine. So hands to the front of the hips, bend the knees deep, pull the pubic bone back, lift the glute muscles. And then scoop the tailbone, belly button back, and we roll through the back body, straighten the knees. At the top of that, the sternum lifts, shoulders back and down. We bend the knees. We slide down through, scoop the tailbone, and then round that up. Find it in the sternum, shoulders back and down. And so feel that glute muscle lifting, and then scoop the tailbone. And smooth it out, and just explore that a couple more rounds of breath with no hurry, no pause. Freeing up the spine. Good. Last one here. Winky. Now the next time we slide the hands down the thighs, we're going to hang out here for a moment. Little shrug of the shoulders, sit bones lift, and then find a tiny wag of the tailbone. Glute muscles lift. Now scoop the tailbone. Belly button back, straighten the knees, round all the way up. Keep the knees straight, shoulders roll back and down, fingertips stir. Inhale, biceps by ears, palms face the front wall. Exhale, cactus arms, bend the knees deep, draw the pubic bone back, inhale. Exhale, scoop the tailbone, round through the back body, forearms come together. That movement, one more round, pull the pubic bone back. Inhale, biceps by ears, cactus arms. Same exhale, scoop and squeeze. We're switching it up this time. Inhale, biceps by ears. Exhale, cactus arms, squeeze, interlace your hands behind you. Knuckles toward the earth, sternum lifts, bend the knees deeper. Little wag of the tailbone, bend the knees deeper. Hold the pubic bone back. Torso parallel with the earth. Little wag of the tailbone. Whoa, now crown to the earth, knuckles to the sky. Straighten the knees without locking them. Internally rotate the thighs. Now find a place of stillness, and in that, feel the movement of your breath. Breathing in, breathing out, kind of discovering the evolute of now, and now, and now, and now. 2 more breaths. Thank you. Now we are going to bend the knees deep. Scoop up your belly with your thighs, knuckles toward the back wall, crown toward the front wall. Release the hands, outer hips. Now biceps sweep by ears, straighten the knees. Palms together, tiny back bend. Now exhale, slide the hands through prayer, take a slow bow forward. Breathe in, partway lift. Breathe out, forward fold, right foot to lunge, right heel, 45 degrees. Now we zip up the inner thighs for support. We slide our hands, palms up, outer hips. Shoulders shrug, elbows bend. Shoulders roll back and down, lift your fingertips. Breathe in, warrior one. Straighten your front knee. Backstroke the arms. Take that one more round, just like that. Bring the front knee, reach forward. Warrior one, then straighten the front knee.
Backstroke the arms, interlace your hands behind you. Knuckles toward the earth, heart lifts to the sky. Micro bend your front knee. Give it a breath in, breath out. Now bend the front knee. Draw the left hip back, humble warrior. Now from here, anchor the right big toe. If there's space, a tiny little wag of the head, the neck, the jaw, maybe the tailbone. Give it a couple of breaths. Last one. Now stay deep in your front knee and can you lift your torso parallel with the earth? Start to straighten your front knee. Release the left hand to your sacrum, right hand to the earth under your shoulder. This is where you can use a block. Inner belly scoops to the left. Cartwheel left arm to the sky. Draw your shoulders and ears away from each other and simultaneously track a little more energy toward the outer feet. If the back heel is lifted, step it forward enough to bring the heel to the earth. You got it. Give it 2 more breaths, please. Good. Any little whisper exhales. From here. Let's backstroke that top arm. Bring the hand to the earth, outer front foot. Bend the front knee. Inhale, warrior one. You got it. Exhale, hands to prayer. Pivot on the ball of your back foot. Take your time to track that back knee to the earth. Inhale, biceps by ears. Backstroke the arms. Fingertips on either side of your front foot. Just sink in here for a moment. And then pivot over your right knee and straighten your left leg for Ardha Pranamana. So if you need to scoot your left foot forward a bit to keep your right hip over your right knee, please do so. Internally rotate the thighs. You might walk your right fingertips toward the front of the mat. Internal movements here, couple of breaths. Thank you. Now please seal the left foot, bend the knee. And then from here, let's just drag the left foot back to the right. Tops of the feet on the earth and slide your sit bones to your heels and let your forehead rest. And we offer a little bit of space to feel kind of integration, metabolization. Full breath in, a little pursed lips exhale. Meeting yourself in the center of stillness and movement. Now we breathe in and lift into a little cat stretch. We keep scooping the tailbone and walk your hands about a hand or two distance forward. And roll over the knees and come into this version of upward facing dog. So elbows bend, toes. And then exhale, press over the knees, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Give it a breath in and a breath out. Inhale the right toes to the sky. Press a little beyond those toes. Exhale, right knee slowly touches your forehead. Puff through the back of the heart. Inhale, slowly lift the leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale, three-legged dog, peek between your hands. Exhale, step through to lunge. We step our left foot forward enough to bring the heel to the earth. We zip up the inner thighs, we float our hands, palms up, outer hips. Shoulders shrug, elbows bend. Roll shoulders back and down, flip your fingertips. Breathe in, warrior one. Straighten your front knee, backstroke the arms. Take that movement one more round. Good. We interlace our hands behind us, opposite pinky on the outside. Track knuckles toward the earth, belly lifts to heart. Micro bend your front knee, give it a breath. Now bend the front knee, pull the right hip back, humble warrior. Anchor your left big toe. Maybe a tiny bend of the left knee. There might be a soft sway of the head, the neck, even the tailbone. Give it a couple of breaths here. And as we inhale, lift your torso parallel with the earth. Slide all the way through warrior one, biceps by ears. We straighten the front knee. I forgot, we're gonna cartwheel forward. We bring the left hand to the earth under the shoulder, right hand to our sacrum. Micro bend the right knee and then the inner belly scoops to the right. Woo. And as comfortable, cartwheel the right arm to the sky and then crawl shoulders and ears away from each other. Breath in, breath out. Lengthen your neck. One more. Backstroke the right arm. We bring the right hand to the earth, outer right foot. Now we bend the right knee. Warrior one. There we go. Exhale, hands to prayer. Pivot on the ball of the back foot, and as you bend the back knee, see if you can very gently lower the back knee to the earth. Maybe sink into the hip flexor, biceps by ears. Backstroke the arms. Hands on either side of your front foot. Inhale. And then exhale, Asana. Stay here. Let's scoot your right foot forward a little bit. Maybe pulse the right knee a tiny bit. In that slow undulation, somewhere, side body, jaw, spine. Stillness in and out. Movement in stillness. Last breath here. Let's point the right toes, bend the knee. And we drag the right foot back. And the left. But step the knees wide, big toes together. Sit bones to heels, and we nestle the belly between the thighs, forehead to the earth. We allow ourselves to feel what's here now. Pursed lips, exhale. Now, if possible, keep your sit bones at your heels, lift the torso, and slide the hands about 2 hand distances in front of your knees. And we're going to explore a slow stir of the pelvic bowl. So the inhale, the belly expands through the front of the pelvis. Maybe the palms are domed up. The exhale, you scoop the tailbone a little round through the inner sacrum. And it is going to look different for each of us. So maybe it's just a little sway of the tailbone. Maybe you can start to notice how that ripples through the whole spine, all the way to the base of the skull. Things freeing up the spine, and then when you're ready, slowly switch directions. And then breathing in, we pull the pubic bone back with the heart. Exhale, we flip the left palm, we string it underneath the right armpit, outer shoulder, side of the head to the earth, and then walk your right fingertips toward the front of the mat, and then just let your shoulders drape around your heart. There might even be a little wag of the tailbone, let the jaw go slack. 3 breaths.
just gonna press the right hand gently. That'll support unstringing the left. And then we just switch sides. We're just crawling a little deeper in and through. Hold it in. Couple more breaths. We press the left hand enough to unstring the right. And then walk the fingertips toward the front of your mat, a little peek between the thumbs, and then we're slithering into Bhujangasana, Cobra. And then in whatever way works for you, we're gonna meet in downward facing dog, bring your big toes to touch. And a full breath in and a full breath out. A couple more views. And last one. The next inhale carries our left toes to the sky and we press a little beyond. Looks like you're moving in slow motion. The knee touches the forehead, puff through the back of the heart. Take that one more round, just like that. Three-legged dog, we peek between our hands. And it is a big step into lunge, and the right foot follows, goes up. Exhale, forward fold. Heel till your feet as wide as your mat, toes a little wider than the heels. Walk your fingertips forward, and then start to bend the knees and lower into some version of Malasana, but we're gonna flow here with this. And then breathe in, start to straighten the knees, and then step the feet parallel and lift the glute muscles. And we're just gonna take that movement a few more rounds. Step the toes wider than the heels, bend the knees, Malasana. Inhale, straighten the knees, step the feet parallel, hold to the glute back. You got it? Take that once more. And the next time, we settle into Malasana. Stay here. Fingertips still forward. And then see if you can find a little figure eight with the tailbone. Let that ripple through the brain stem. Now hug the upper arms and inner knees together, hands like a prayer. Thumbs to the heart, draw the earlobes back. Now, without really moving anything, imagine that figure eight with the tailbone. Just feel this infinity connection right to the center of Mama Earth. Crown of the head, sun, the moon, the stars, center of the heart. And then in a continuum movement here, sit bones to the earth, arms reach out in front of you. Scoop the tailbone, hands palms up, outer knees, and then round down. Biceps by ears. Straighten the legs. Inhale, press to everything, reach. Exhale, bend the knees, hands around the shins, forehead to the knees. We're gonna flow with it. Inhale, straighten the legs, biceps by ears. Press through everything. Exhale, give it a big squeeze, forehead to knees. Take that one more round. And this time as you bend the knees, give it a squeeze. Stay here. Bring your head to the earth. Hands press the knees together. And then start to draw a slow motion circle on the ceiling with the knees. Let that circle translate behind the heart, inside the heart. Let your nose start to mirror that. So feel the base of your skull and your sacrum. Now switch directions. Beautiful. Hug the knees to the armpits now. Happy baby pose. That little kind of spiraling of the tailbone toward the front wall, shoulder blades wide. You can stay here or start to track the sole of your right foot towards your pubic bone and then maybe straighten that left leg in a half saddle pose. I just want to encourage you to move slowly so as to really kind of gingerly travel through the ley lines. Then maybe the sole of the left foot toward the pubic bone and you straighten the right leg. Ear canals, jaw. And you take that once more on each side if you choose. Right? There's this kind of opportunity to kind of travel so deep within and press that far around us. Soles of the feet together, a floating Baddha Konasana. A little shimmy of the outer knees toward the front wall. Shoulders track away from ears. Ooh. And now let's reach our legs up toward the ceiling, arms up toward the ceiling, and then just start to shake everything up. A little kick out, shake out the wrist, the fingers, maybe bounce the sacrum. One more breath, shake it out. And then just kind of stay suspended here for a breath or two, just the atmosphere inside of you and all around you, just supporting as you feel through the subtle vibration, sensation. Ay, 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 ay. And in no hurry, you can start to bend the knees. Give yourself a little hug. Make your way into Shavasana. If anybody would like a prop that you don't have, just gesture to me and I'll come around and help you out. And so just settling in. Now just stick with me for just a couple more breaths here. It's like a full exhale. And then breathing in from the tips of your toes all the way to the crown of your head. Sip all of your breath in, all the way to the top. Hold, crown of the head, hold, hold. Slow, open mouth exhale. Maybe give the tongue a little empty, 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 empty. We're going to take that one more round. Breathe in. To the crown of the head, hold. Sip in a little bit more breath, hold. Draw up on the pelvic floor, gentle, hold, hold. Open mouth exhale. Relax the tongue, the pelvic floor. And as you give the weight of your body right into Mama Earth,
Feel your earth body literally seep through earth. Water body spreads open, open, open. The warmth of fire, purification, the natural movement of breath, nourishment, circulation. And then just dissolve through the space inside of you and all around you. All edges dissolve. And just with softness, peace, ease. Just be pillowed right at the third eye. All pervasive energy awareness. Where there's no coming, there's no going, there's no beginning, there's no end. Now slide your awareness to the tips of your toes. And then breathe in from the tips of your toes to the crown of your head. From the crown of your head to the tips of your toes. And just a couple more breaths, just like this wave. And breathing into the center of your heart. Remember your intention. And then as you breathe out in all directions at once, your whole body, space about an arm's distance all around you. And just lean into the support. Notice how that support effortlessly leans into you. And with your next exhale, really allow yourself to be received. And as you breathe in, circulate a little movement now, fingers and toes. Head sways a little side to side and just noticing what's here now. And we get to be with. Maybe the knees bend and you make your way to one side. From here, that top hand just rests on the earth right in front of your heart and really just sense into that sweet pulse of connection. Earth's heart, each heart in this room, your heart as you make your way to a seat. Maybe one hand on your belly, maybe one hand over your heart, perhaps Anjali Mudra, perhaps stacked hands over heart, whatever feels most nourishing for you. And really just give your full attention to this full body mudra. You have a body and this body breathes. This body has a beginning and it has an end. We honor this journey through embodiment embodiment, and we touch that part of us that has no beginning and it has no end. And we let that shimmer through sensation as we tone together the mantra, Om, Om, one round. We'll seal our practice. Please release your breath. Please breathe in. So just blink our eyes gently open, let them be blurry at first. The space inside, the space all around, and our practice is complete. Namaste. Thank you all so much for your presence and sharing your journey, your prayers, your breath. It's great to be with you. And if we haven't met, please say hello. I'd love to meet you all and have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you.
Yeah.